hard to have. Through the fires of thought we saw, together we lead forevermore.
If you are joining the Fireside, once again, we want to welcome. These are our ninth event. It's going to be a transformative one, just like always, as always been. And it's in few minutes, we'll proceed. And we would like to take some few opening remarks and information. So one of the things we like to comment by talking about is our topic for today, and is AI for African agriculture, from data to drought resilience. And we believe agriculture feeds Africa, which we all know that's the truth. Food security, but data will power its future. Across the continent, farmers face challenges. We have unpredictable rainfall, crop losses, inefficient systems, and limited access to data. But today we are not just talking about problems, we're talking about solutions. Artificial intelligence is creating a new possibility where farmers can predict, adapt, optimize, and scale. Where agriculture becomes not just survival but strategy. And tonight we explore how data and AI can transform agriculture into a resilient, intelligent, and profitable system for Africa. And that brings us to who FTLAfrica is. For those joining us for the first time, FTLAfrica is on a mission to make every African tech and AI global job ready, and the leadership sensitized now to transform the continent in empowering long old professionals, startups, CEOs, and all to be AI future-proof and ready. We are building an ecosystem where young Africans don't just consume technology, they create it. Through our novel programs, our leadership events like the Fireside, we bring about state-of-the-art, quality, world-class leadership and reward training as we are preparing and building a new generation of African innovators. And agriculture is one of the biggest opportunities for that innovation. And that brings me to our wonderful guest today. We have a seasoned professional, a woman of impeccable character that's gotten her hands dirty in agriculture, data, and understands well the world in agriculture is shifting towards. It's my absolute honor to introduce a leader who represents the intersection of agriculture, technology, and impact. And that's no other Dr. Member Ojebode. Dr. Member Ojebode is the founder and CEO of TeamO Group, a dynamic enterprise operating across different sectors in the agricultural sphere, both in agribusiness and digital transformation. Through TeamO branch, she leads a diversified agricultural operation spanning agriculture, poultry production, feed milling, rice processing, and value-added food systems. She has built an integrated system that covers the entire agricultural value chain, from production to processing to distribution. The company has also received support from the World Bank through the GEM grant, a testament to its impact and scalability. Beyond agriculture, through TeamO Digital Solutions, she is driving digital transformation and enterprise systems, bringing technology with real-world industries. She holds a PhD and MSc in computer science and a background in electrical and computer engineering. She is also a strong advocate for young participation in agriculture and integration of digital systems into farming. Now, with the rousing ovation, with your emojis, with your claps, with your hearts, with your love, please join me to welcome and to bring to the stage no other but Dr. Member Ojebode. So it's please let me see your emojis. It's good to have you, Dr. Ojebode. It's good to have you. Great to have you. Please let your emojis keep coming. Let them keep coming and then keep coming. And once again, before we dive fully into the conversation, I would like you to share the link on your status. It's on the chat. Get everybody ready to join the conversation, to get to listen, and to get transformed. Dr. Ojebode, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, good to have you. It's a wonderful section hearing your voice. And so, before we dive into the deeper conversation around AI, data, and agriculture, we'd love to start with a few light but insightful questions to help us understand your journey and perspective. So we'd like to know what first inspired the journey into agriculture, especially coming from a strong background in computer science and engineering.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity and this question. It's always interesting to know that my mom was the one that really inspired me. My mom liked farming. If she says two sentences, the second one is about her farm, and she must take you to where her farm is because she had farms all over. Back to the village, back at home, around. In short, neighbors will come to tell her that, come, our plot is empty, come and help us farm. That is how serious it was. So if you want to make my mom happy, you have to go to the farm. I liked it, but her farm was just for consumption, sharing with friends and all that. And I decided, no, I want to go beyond that. And I saw the opportunity behind this. I saw that there's good opportunity in terms of farming. So that really encouraged me thinking about food security, thinking about livelihoods, thinking about economic development, especially within Africa. And being that from my current state, we are from Benue, whereby we are farmers, we like it, we have that prestige, we're happy. So I felt, no, rather, let me find a way of embracing this. Making sure that it's not just about farming, it's an agribusiness, focus on tech-driven way. So that was the journey. So that turned my passion from purpose-driven venture to becoming a traditional farming knowledge with innovation technology and solutions to create real impact. So not just about agri, but to add knowledge to it, add innovation to it, and create impact. Thank you.
Wow, that was very powerful. Please, can you please just let me see your emojis? Very powerful, very touching, and very that's a legacy actually that was passed down. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ojebode, for sharing that. There'll be Q&A. Yes, please. That's why we ask you to get your notepad, jot the questions down, and during the Q&A, we'll ask for the questions to come up. So please keep your questions, keep them coming, and keep them stacked up. So I would like to ask just a quick one, maybe just in one sentence. And was the defining moment where you saw the connection between technology and agriculture?
Yeah, you see, yes, there was a moment there when I saw this connection between agriculture, technology. There was a defining moment there. One, I saw that there was lack of access to accurate data. So it leads to wrong decisions of what feed to give animal, weather, market price, relying on just guesswork. Such things were missing, not being able to control and all that. And I think one of the good things that helped me to see, to be able to identify these defining movements concerning the connection between technology and agriculture, I saw that just little effort of making sure that data was available, that is documenting everything I did, really helped me and led me to getting a grant. So there's that connection that helps one. If you get it right, agri and technology, it will take you to places. So I really immediately I started, not too long, I was opportune to have a grant that really encouraged me and pushed me because of that connection between tech and agriculture.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you're already getting insights already, and I guess also you have quite a lot of questions that you want to ask, but just keep them stacked up, and when the QA time comes, we'll bring them up. So now this is a personal insight we'd like to ask. So from your experience building across multiple agricultural value chains, what has been the most surprising lesson agriculture has taught you?
Yeah, the first one is patience. It was really, you need patience, adaptability. You need to keep planning better. You need a long-term thinking, a continuous way of planning for the uncertainty, and then continuous learning from experience. Is a journey. So it's not something to just dash in, dash out. It's something that takes a while before you're able to break in, because there's a lot of influence from external factors like weather, disease, market changes, and all that. Unlike tech that you can just debug and fix quickly. Let me give you an example of one crucial thing that happened. Uh, in 2024, when I noticed that in Igbora, where my husband is from, we discovered that people move all the way from Igbora to Abeokuta uh, to go and get their rice process, local rice process. I said, no, this is an opportunity. So we now quickly went there, built a factory, and set in and then started. The idea was immediately after a while, we will now get good grains of local rice and give it to farmers to help us farm. Then we buy from the off taker. Immediately we got there, not less than 3 months. That was when there was a lot of crisis, and then the rice that we had buying from the farmers, processing, transportation, everything cost us. We were selling at 83. That was when the whole thing crashed down to 50, 60. So those are serious lessons that teaches you patience. It really affected us, and we couldn't pick quickly the way we are. We are still trying to get ourselves right. So it's always good to let people know that it's not that easy, but it's something you need to be patient. You need to apply this tech will help you a lot, that we are trying to apply into it. See how things are moving, what is going on, then you know when to come in, what to do, and so on. So those were the big lessons: patience and proper planning and staying resilient and consistency. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a very beautiful lesson. Wow. So I guess we gotten that those key things, and the patience and resilience, they are very key. Thank you so much, Doctor, for sharing that. So so let's let's wrap up with this for lighter questions, for we dive deep into the meat of the section. If you had to paint a picture, what does the future of African agriculture look like in the next 5 to 10 years with a fully integrated system? What do you think?
Yeah, for me, it's a promising future, but still, it takes time. Because of the policy around, because of the things around. But I can see we are still making progress, and the insecurity. If
Yes.
not, I see us move, especially integrating technology in it really gives us a lot of around it. And then it with technology, I see that youths are very interested in technology, and that will help drive it more. Once youths are interested and they are ready to, they see uh, technology, it drives. There's that belonging, it helps them, and then making them realize that with this technology, we'll be able to scale through some of these hurdles. Then there's this stronger value chain. You have opportunities looking at value chain, not just focusing in one area, trying to add value to what we are doing really helps. It's going to help
Wow.
us connect. And then we having digital platforms. For instance, opportunities of trying to market these things properly, be educated full when very another very good thing is educating people. We help us add value to what we are doing, to our products.
Yes.
So we won't just package and then run at loss. We will know and take precautions right from beginning. So with all these things in place, I believe that the future is bright. Adding tech and agric, it will go a long way. And then
Wow.
one very, very crucial and important thing is data driven. We'll see how when Google started, we'll be wondering,
Mm.
Google is free, Google is free. They gathered all the data. That is what is making AI and all that. So these
Yeah.
are opportunities we have for us to make it in the next 5, 10 years. We must be data driven. In other words,
Yes.
I must be keeping my records in full. I must make sure that I understand what I'm doing, properly documented, and then it helps me to be more to be able to achieve what I want. So with that, we will add value to what we are doing, and it will be more interesting. It will be more encouraging, and I believe the youth will be very interested. And once youths are involved, the sky is the limit. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Now you just heard that for every young agri-entrepreneur, no, let's call it agri-techpreneurs. For every agri-techpreneurs, know this: the sky when it comes to agriculture is just it just can just it's just the point where everything changes for you. So this insightful discussion is to bring that quiet awareness from the tech industry to the agri industry, to be a merger where we can have this kind of collaboration to build systems They actually um, give us a high productivity, helps us to solve problems, and they make us aware, give us predictive insight using data. Thank you so much, Doctor. Now let's move. Let's take a deep dive. Now that was a very powerful insight, and thank you for that. Um, I want to begin to explore how AI and data can practically transform agriculture across Africa. Now, let's start with the first thing, which is the state of agriculture. I want to start with the big picture. Now, what do you think are the biggest challenges facing agriculture in Africa today?
Yeah, thank you very much. The challenges are very obvious, and for instance, the first one is insecurity is a very, very big challenge. That was why I said that it's all about what I've learned is about patience and being resilient and consistent and so on. So insecurity is a big one. I'll give you an example. I have a farm in Ijaye, and we have been having a lot of issues about insecurity. The herdsmen, they come in and attack the farm, but we're still on it. Those are a big challenge. And then high input costs, especially like feed now. The feed mill now, most of our farmers are using uh, natural waste such as hatchery waste and all that, because why they have issue in getting farmers getting feed is too expensive. So those are costs of those are big challenges. Then you have limit access to finance. For instance, if you have stock fish and especially birds, for fish highest, if you don't feed your fish, you will lose money. That is, they will not grow well and all that. But when it comes to poultry farming, if you don't have full money on ground, it's risky. So it's a difficult thing. You cannot say, let me start, money will come. No, you don't joke with that. So those are the things that, if properly faced, it will help, especially the youth when they are coming in, to know that no, it doesn't work that way. You have to plan properly and all that. So limited access to finance is one other thing. Then knowledge gap. Part of what I'm saying here now is knowledge gap, inconsistent access to quality information. When you have
Mhm.
quality information, it helps you understanding how those things go. Experience, it matters. That's why that knowledge gap is important. I'm always excited when I see the youths come into farming, but sometimes they don't understand the basis. They just feel it's something, once you come in, you're going to make the money. It doesn't work that way. We need to understand that there's no two ways about it. There's no need to pretend. It's something that you have to be patient. So those are challenges and so on. Lack of knowledge. When you don't have good knowledge about it, then you will miss out.
Lack of knowledge. If you don't have knowledge about it, you miss out. This is a very, very big, very, very big discussion that we need to really dive into. Now that leads me to um, my next question that I would like to want us to discuss about. Because if learning, knowledge, experience is not acquired in all of this, that's a very big thing. They'll miss out because agriculture is like we'll call it, it's an African gold or African crude. So where do you see the greatest inefficiency across the value chain?
I see uh, a lot of post harvest losses, a lot
Hmm.
of input quality inconsistency. I see weak market linkages. For instance, now you have gotten your product, you're getting it right, and then you don't have a market. You lose the goods. Your birds are ready for selling. You have eggs available, things like that. So when you have weak market linkages, it reduces your profit margin. You are forced to sell it at the wrong time and with the wrong
Hmm.
people. So you need to really, really plan very well. You have to have a good storage place, proper distribution. You have to have good transport, and then good power source. So those things are very, very crucial. Input quality, inconsistency are things that we don't joke with. So it's always advisable to consider all these things before you take off. I have friends that they are poultry, they have big poultry farms. And one of the things I learned from them is before they start, they put their birds. Before they must go get a customer that will tell them,
Mm.
by so time we are coming to sell. They will come and buy. They will be sure of it before they start. So those things are very, very important. The market, all
Yeah.
the
Yes. Yeah.
system,
See,
you just need to put it in place before you,
please.
yeah,
Now, the
before you
thing is
start.
this knowing that this is there's a break or there's a deficiency or a loophole on this and the on value chain, where exactly is data missing? Or will I say underutilized in this whole system?
Yeah, so in that now, data we know very well, I've made emphasis about it, is lacking in most of this our farm levels. And data is the key. It's the key to everything. We can see clearly how the world is going. All AI is doing
Yeah,
is using playing around with the data. So
that's
data
it.
is key to everything, and that's why you will see that agri business needs the data driven for more than any other sector. So
Sector.
farmers do not need they need to keep records of what is happening. For instance, to understand the level of the feed they give, the quantity, understand the growth rate, understand the mortality, understand know exactly what is happening. Because if you
Hmm.
have that data, you have that record, you're able uh to to break even.
Come up with a
Yeah,
predictive solution. Yes.
yeah. So
Yes.
it is
Thinking.
difficult to measure performance or make improvement if you don't have proper
Mm,
data. How do
yes.
you measure the performance? Sometimes we, especially when it comes to finance, you will see that when it comes to finance, if you don't put proper records, you think you have made profit, not knowing that there are some hidden uh, charges that you did take into consideration. The proper documentation will help you to know that exactly this is missing, this is not available. So those are the things. Like for instance, you have a fish and poultry. Looking at the example, when you talk of the production cycle, the only way you can improve the efficiency is about documentation, understanding how many birds you have stocked. And like I told you, if you don't have money for feed from start to finish, don't start birds. Don't joke with it. Those are the things that one needs to know. So if you don't understand the whole thing and then you don't have a market, don't start. You need a market. If not, you will just work for others. You'll be forced to carry your birds. We have fallen victim into such
Situation.
issues, situations whereby the birds we were not actually ready and we noticed they were dying. We don't know what was happening and we had to sell it. So the person that packed the birds till today has not paid. So you see, we work for somebody else. So these are things that you need to take into consideration, and it's all about data, understanding it,
Mm.
understand your market, know what is happening. You're able to forecast, know the pricing, know what is happening, plan better, and be more efficient.
Please appreciate Dr. Ojebode for the insight is really coming back, and I guess and I know we're actually getting a lot of insight. And also keep your questions stacked up, and please don't keep this conversation, this discussion to yourself. You still have the opportunity to share it. Take the link; it's on the chat, and post it on status. You can even take a screenshot of this conversation on Google Meet now and post it there alongside the link to invite others to join the conversation. Thank you so much, Ojebode. Now, I want to talk about something which is very unique, which we'll be talking about AI and data in agriculture. Now, let's bring AI into the picture. How can AI help farmers move from reactive farming to predictive farming?
Okay. Yeah. Um, like we have been saying, for us to look at the role of AI here, it enables us to predict farming. You are able to know exactly when things happen, detect diseases, stress, or risks early, anticipating them before they happen. And then you understand them because you are keeping records, and then AI helps. So let me even say it in our own little ways. Sometimes I like giving small practical examples that will help us in our own little way, because you say,
Yes.
I don't have enough money to do this, I don't have enough money. For now, my farm is not yet big. I'm doing so many things, but we're not yet big. But the little ways we practice, like I remember when I started, I had already built uh, a hatchery section of my fishing, yeah, my farm, and we started hashing, and we weren't getting a good result, so we had to bring in experts, came to test the water, the pH of the water, looked at our pond, look at everything, and we discovered that with all the borehole that we have, it didn't work. So it's not like you have a borehole, then that is the end. No, having a borehole is one thing. There are other factors that you need to consider, and that was how we had to stop, because we were wasting a lot of resources trying to breed the fish. And that helped us to know that, okay, so if we're bringing fish to stock in the house, because we have outside ponds, but the one in the house, we must bring fish that is a little bit, not fingerlings this time around. We have to bring jumbo sizes, because fingerlings, our water cannot take it. So this is borehole we have, quite all right, but still it didn't work. So AI helps a lot in prediction, helps you to know exactly what is happening. There are futures to do that. As we continue, we'll look at some of those AI things.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. So now let's take it a little bit now, because we are talking about being predictive. Because reactive, you're giving us quite a lot of very beautiful experiences you had. Even because you had a predictive and not reactive. Let's say, for example, now the fishes, the fish, were already in the pond, and we got to discover that the pH level was not healthy or okay for them. They have all died. But because that could be a predictive, that was also helped to make sure they didn't go out in loss and all of that. So, but what role does that play in improving yield and efficiency? We'd like to know about it.
Yeah, so one of the roles it plays is you are able to take decision making.
Hmm.
You are able to uh, understand what is going on and how it works. For instance, now, uh, when you, it's all about documentation, it's all about knowledge, going online to know exactly, okay, how the market runs. Let's say, let me give you an example of a feed. We processing feed. Uh, we have to check to know exactly, okay, where the materials are cheaper and where they are easy to get and of good quality. Those are ways of documentation, finding knowledge, going online AI to check some of those things, to understand what is happening. What are people saying about it? So why I'm bringing these little examples are these are things that we can do easily with our little phone around, so that because they are much more a little complicated, more advanced way of using AI in farming, which because of finance, because like for instance, you have to, in terms of monitoring your system, knowing what is happening, we need electricity, we need we need electricity to power the equipment so
Yes.
that they'll be able to monitor what is going on, and you have the
Yes.
software and to be able to monitor. Those are very, very good things, but sometimes it's a little bit complex because uh of electricity, but there are still other ways we can leverage on it. And then there are some of these uh, AI, you can have softwares that one can develop and you have it on your system. You're able to monitor what is going on. You make sure that the pace. That's why you see most of these big organizations. I don't think Dangote even knows where some of his organizations are operating. We just hear Dangote here and there, but because there's a system on ground. So
Yes.
AI helps you to set a system. It makes you to understand what is going on, how things are moving. And then when each documentation are going on, it helps you. For instance, like when you have meetings, you have what is going on. Even me, myself, I know that, okay, I need to get ready. I have to prepare. And what kind of answer will I give my people? Have I been able to do the assignment? Those are documentation, knowing exactly what to, keeping track of what is happening. So you're able to know exactly the feed consumption, how many bags of feed you need, how many those are documentation. So that next time when you are building the system, then it helps you. For instance, like now, if you go online, you can look at some things, you get some answers. They might not be relevant to your own situation and environment. But when you document your own system, you get a better result because your environment is different. Your the
Yes.
environment is the key thing. It's different. So
Yes.
your
Yes.
weather and so many other
Yes.
things are there lacking. But when you allow uh proper documentation and monitoring, you are able to scale through a lot of these things. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you. Thank you. Um, this is going to, I know you said, even before now, we had discussion that you worked with small farmers, and um, I would like to ask for a small, and let me use the word smallholder farmer with limited resources. What is one simple way they can start using data today?
Yeah, one simple way they can start using data is, I keep saying this, they should keep record, even if it means opening exercise book and documenting it so that gradually you move. I tell you, let me give you an example. If you go to example of Bodija market, you go there and see those traders. You will see the ones that are serious minded. They have one paper, they are writing something. Even if it means the paper will not, at least they document. So that's the simplest way of starting. And like I told you, the grant I got was nothing big I did. It was all about documentation. So they know that, okay, this person is keeping record of everything, what is going on. And then documentation helps you when, especially you are starting, and when your workers and people around you know you document, it's difficult for them to cheat you easily,
Hmm.
because you would have done this with them. You would have had idea that, okay, within this day we sell so, and this is the peak. And when you begin to see the records not properly documented, it affects you. So farmers can begin that by tracking basic information like feed usage, number of animals, growth rate, mortality, sales, so on. You can use their mobile phone to document some of it. But you see, it's good to, and then gradually move to like Excel before you have a tool or something. Those are very good ways of doing that. Then you'll be able to use this data to get proper uh information. Like for instance, people looking for grant, looking at angel investors, crowdfunding, all those things. If they
Yeah.
don't see your records completely, they believe that you can't do it. That's why you see people go online, their presence is there. Yes, because people, that is what they can look out for and decide who they are. Immediately, you know that yes, this person is serious, he knows what he's doing. So you don't need advanced AI to start. Just discipline in recording and reviewing your farm data. The AI and data are just for large farms. They are tools that, when simplified, can empower even smaller farmers to become more efficient.
Mm.
So if you can't start small, even when you have the resources, you will not be able to implement those big ones. I remember that gradually, as I move my system, the from exercise book back to the exam, back to the software, things like that, gradually. So understanding your data is the biggest tool that helps you, because somebody can ask you, tell me about your organization. Just checking your data, you'll be able to get it. That's why you talk about AI. People have the website, people have the software. You move to such a rate, and then you have apps that can monitor and help you. Like a little, I saw a farm, not too big. They have an app that installed an AI app whereby they monitor the temperature of the birds to know exactly what temperature. You know, water is very essential for birds. So when you know the temperature, you know, okay, this is the time to increase the water. This is what to do. You know, those things they give you, they help you to plan your system. So that's my own advice for smallholder farmers. No matter how it is, keep your record. Don't joke with it. Data is key and is king. Thank you.
Data is key and is king. Wow. Please let me get your reaction to your emojis. Please appreciate Dr. Ojebode. Data is key and is king. So for smallholder farmers, now that's the word. That means you can even start farming. And I like the word. You start from your paper, that's your new sales label. Then you move from your to your Excel. Then boom, you start seeing how data can give you predictive insight. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about climate. Now we talk about climate and drought, and we got to understand that across Africa we have different temperate zones. One of the biggest challenges we face, we all know, is climate. From the northern part of Nigeria or even Africa to the south and all of that. How can AI help farmers respond to drought and climate uncertainty? Like for example, last year, some farmers complained that rain did not start as early as when due. So how do we respond?
Yeah. So this is where I I see that it's a challenge. Like for instance, now since December we have cleared the land at Ijaye. We're currently waiting for the rain before we start planting. And in between we have had two rains. And sometimes this rain does in such a way that you think of like, oh, let's start. And before you know it, you don't the rain does not continue, and then all your yields that you planted, you would have lost everything. So AI is a very good tool that helps to solve this problem of climate.
Hmm,
Uh, and one of
hmm,
the key things is for us to really study the weather. At least I don't have the tool installed in my farm or anything, but at least trying to monitor the weather, to monitor the rate, to understand the proper planning. For instance, my team, we are a group of people that have farmed in different locations. So when you bring up the ideas, bring out that kind of data, you are able to bring out some analysis around this rain. I remember one of my staff said, it has rained. Let's go to Ijaye and start this and that. But the person on ground already have the data, understand that no, this rain here, it doesn't start, it will not continue. Ijaye is always like the last place that rain uh rain starts.
hmm,
So you see, those are experience and
hmm,
a way of having data to understand this is how this work. So even if I don't have the right tools to predict this, studying it online is one, and then understanding the pattern, what has been occurring, brings out the 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 result of how we should do it, not just doing it in silence. So, like another one of monitoring water temperature and oxygen level in fish farming. You can use AI to do that. You can do it even in a poultry farm, which I was saying it. It monitors it. Because you see, there are some temperature that you will see it's high, but you might not really know. So when you monitor, it helps you, because before your birds, you would have lost your birds. You know that no, this is the time to even wet them or give them more water and so on. Allow them to take more water, and then find a way of producing coal, like for instance, where if you have enough funds, making sure that there's enough ventilation, things like that. So AI helps prepare ahead instead of reacting too late. So you see, if I have this if I know that the weather forecast can tell us that this temperature today, the temperature is going to be high, it's going to be this. These are things that immediately you now go back to your birds and then uh take precaution about that. You would have studied the weather, understand, okay, within this time is the best time for me to have my birds. I will sell better. Then even the market. One thing we notice is during Ramadan, during fasting, uh, the birds, they are, sorry, there's always egg cloth, many eggs, many farmers, they are not able to sell all their eggs. So some people, what they do is they target that maybe that is the starting point. They are not going to, they target that is the starting point, so that by the time they are finished fasting, then their birds will be ready. While others target that that should be when my eggs are stopping. So you see, there are a lot of predictions, a lot of uh, patterns that happens when you document properly. You notice what is happening, what are the errors, what are you'll be able to analyze and come out. So it reduces, AI helps and prepare you ahead. It reduces the losses you would have gotten. It prevents diseases, prevents so many things that you know that okay, uh they are coming ahead, so you need to work towards it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please let your emojis. Please appreciate Dr. Ojebode. AI helps you in preventing. And when it comes to agricultural losses, it's one of the big things that it has to help to prevent. Losses from the yield to the crop to the investment. And please appreciate Dr. Ojebode. That's always a very powerful insight given. And the discussion still continues. And if you still not shared for the for the sake of that your friend that's on your contact list, that's viewing your status, please do so. It might be a small farm holder and he just needs to hear this conversation and get this insight from this discussion. So I'll let us dive into on that section about the digital transformation. Um, from what we learned about you, you operate both an agricultural enterprise and a digital solutions company. Now, how has digital transformation improved your agricultural operations?
Yeah, digital transformation has really helped me to bring more structure, efficiency, and visibility into my operations. For instance, I'll give you an example. When we were documenting the exercise book, uh, we didn't take some things into consideration. What we did is we left some things. For instance, we have different batches of fish. You have batch one, batch two, and then we had different farms. I had farm in a challenge, I have in Akobo, and then I have in the house different fish ponds. About we were operating like 12 ponds. So if you don't document properly, you don't know which pond is taking more feed and what is happening. So digital transformation really helps. That's in terms of collecting data. So you'll be able to monitor properly and then know which pond is consuming more funds and how are the birds doing in that pond. We noticed that there were some ponds that they were not having enough water, so that was costing us a lot. So for example, you'll be able to track feeds usage, production cycle to know exactly what is happening. You'll be able to monitor your performance and control costs more effectively. So you know that, okay, like I gave you example of birds, you know that during Ramadan, I'll have egg cloth. So why don't I start later or earlier so that we finish before then or after then? So proper documentation helps. And those are the things I think I benefited a lot. Feed production, having better records and measurement improves consistency and quality. So those are the things. For instance, our fish feed mill now, we had issues in the feed mill. The machines were not doing well. We had issues until we now look at the documentation and saw that, okay, the materials people bring, they don't follow our formula, and these machines has specific formula. So proper documentation help to explain to the customers to know that why is it that when you bring your feed, we have problem. When we are doing ours, no problem. And we notice, okay, the quantity of fish for the feed is too much. It's not enough, and your maize is too much for the feed. So those are the things. Understanding this is all the way because of documentation. So with that, we saw that, okay, now we have our machines are doing very well. Why? Because we have kept record, we understand the kind of feed we should use at a particular time. So it really helps. And it saves time. Before, we will do 1 ton for hours. Now it takes us very short time. The only challenge we have is electricity. So overall, digital tools have reduced guesswork. So we don't have guesswork. We try to improve decision making and increase profitability. So you're able to know, for instance, we have records of our customers to know, okay, what is happening, what is going on. And then you'll be able to keep track of, okay, and those that are owing us, what is happening, and then you know how to do it, handle them, and know what to do about it. So, but if you don't have proper record, that will not help. So for me, basically, it's all about record. It might look so simple and small, but it is. We are not even yet there, but we are working towards there to be fully documented, to fully document everything we are doing, because we saw that it's a breakthrough. It helps you, and then it keeps everybody in check. You know that, okay, but when you at the end and the close of day, you must document everything that you have done. And you see, when you do that with your styles and with everybody around, everybody understands that, yes, we just have to do this. So even when you're not around, they are able to do it. So those are the things that uh, digital
Thank you so much.
transformation has really helped us to make better decisions and increase our profitability. Thank you.
Ability. Yeah. Yeah. Now this now I was really speaking. I would like talking about building a predictive model. Now, let's say after um, maybe some seasons or some production seasons, you can feed that data into a model that now gives you a kind of a predictive insight to what you would expect per every is it production season. And this it's very beautiful because what you're talking about documentation is actually uh, um, the lifeline of how to create a system that understands itself by using its own data. Now, this drives me to a question which I would like to ask. What tools should agribusiness owners begin adopting today? Because, and also, I would like you to finish with this because it's very key with when it talks about documentation. And we would like to know what tools should agribusiness owners begin to adopt from small to from the medium, and just stay from small to medium.
Okay, thank you. So like I started with simple digital one is record keeping, which you can start if you have a system with Excel or your mobile app. Then we have farm management software for tracking production and cost. So those are softwares that one builds. I like being built locally because some of those uh, free versions or the ones online, they don't capture our own African system.
Yeah.
You know, there are some little things that might not look important to uh, the white man, but it's very crucial for us because of our system. For instance, our electricity, them cannot be capturing system based on your electricity, based on fuel consumption, and so on, because the electricity there is constant. So I always like softwares built locally because they will capture everything that is useful that will help your business. Then we have sensors, monitoring tools, for instance, for water quality in fish farming or the temperature in the poultry and so on. So there are sensors that tell you, just like our car on the dashboard, you are able to see. I always, the most important sensor for me on this car is the one for the tires. I enjoy it. So it helps me because I don't want, especially in Lagos, I don't want my tire to go flat. So that sensor shows you clearly and it tells you on time. In short, if you see it, you can still drive like 2-3 hours or even a day or two. It's just telling you that your tire is low. Then there's one interesting one is even your spare tire in the boot is telling you it's low. So that in case you're traveling, you're not going to come out on accidentally without a tire. So that's the beauty about having sensors. So you can have the sensors in your farm whereby they'll be able to predict and tell you things about the temperature. Like for instance, that temperature looks small, but it's very crucial. When the temperature is too high, your birds they don't do well, they can't eat well, they are not comfortable. Imagine yourselves too when you are not when you are very hot. So that's what happens. So it might look Shebi is just heat. No, those sensors are very important. And you see, those things they they involve, you need electricity, you need that constant light for those things. But thank God for inverters. Uh they can be used to power such sensors so that you monitor them properly, so that even when you are not around, you could remind your people, the sensor is showing that the temperature is high. People should increase the water consumption and things like that. Proper monitoring. The mobile platforms for market access and price tracking. That's a very important one. Nowadays, to show you how beautiful it is. Some people don't even have a single thing, but they sit online and tell you 1 million things they have. They just go to the store, take pictures and advertise, and then say, you have this. Once you pick order, you once you order, they bring it for you. They'll just go to those shops and collect. People are doing very well. Those are part of uh tools, technology tools that help. The same way you start advertising your goods, you start advertising your products. So you have platforms that you can join, and then you know the price people are selling so that you now undersell. And then so that you too you not oversell, and then people will run away from you quietly without you knowing. So mobile platforms, they really help. Then you have the key is to start small with tools that solve immediate problems. So that's one I always advise. Then you scale gradually. Don't go and use all your money and buy some tools when you are not even established properly. There are some things that you will monitor gradually on the online. So technology tools are very important and crucial. You can find very simple ones around it and make good use of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please appreciate Dr. Ojebode. Now, this is where the opportunities that Ojebode is talking about. Now, we'll be talking now about youth and opportunities. This is very it's important to our audience because we have always have developers, we have AI engineers, we have um, data analysts, we have just main talking about software engineers. We have every different sector of AI and tech ecosystem in this core. And also we have policymakers and government. Those are also the farming entrepreneurs and say their own tech, agri-tech entrepreneurs. We want to talk about something. Where do young people fit into this transformation? Where do they fit in this transformation?
Yeah, thank you very much. So I like you say young people fit into this future. So where do they belong? Uh the agri entrepreneurs starting farms or agribusiness that integrate technology for efficiency is very crucial. That is where to begin. And I like teamwork. For instance, if you have teams and begin with teams, it helps. The risk is divided, not just one person, many people. So you team up, you bring ideas, and then you are able to improve on it and keep working on it. And I believe you'll be able to do well. Then innovators. You design solutions that solve challenges like climate resistance, supply chain inefficiencies, and market access. So you see, uh, you have come in, you need to understand the market and you need to understand the supply chain. For instance, I'm doing fish now after suffering and doing fish. If you don't add value, you are losing because the fish you can smoke, you can do peppered fish, and so many things around it, and you'll be able to add value to it. So you have suffered and done so much about and farm the fish. So if you are not able to sell, add value to it, you lose it. That's where the supply chain comes in. So it is you do cassava, is it gari that you do, and so on. Then you look for a good market. I discovered that gari looks like it's oversaturated, but there are some people still making it very well because they know their market and they know how to package it. So the supply chain matters. They have way of adding value and so on. You see, some people package it, they add granite, they add milk, and so once you open, you tear everything is intact. So those are ways of tech innovations in adding value to it, and then advertising, adding glamour to it. The agricultural advocate, using social media to advertise what you're doing, using apps, platforms to educate communities about modern farming, just like what uh, we're trying to do today, to educate people to know that yes, if you add value to this farming, agri, you will really enjoy it. But remember, I said it's patience. You have to be consistent and keep pushing. Then research and development, participating in agricultural research, biotech, sustainable farming studies. Uh, it's not good to do this in isolation, like I was telling you. Let me give you a good example. Um, I remember when some of my workers, my staffs went somewhere to visit a farm, and there's this grass. It's very beautiful on the farm. Sure, if you see it, I remember when we have it on our pond, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. But not knowing that it grows so fast and it will cover the whole pond and it will affect the fish. So the person was like, the fish will eat it. Say no, they won't eat it. That with time it will cover up and there won't be oxygen for these birds. And before you know it, they will not be able to eat and it will affect them badly. So the person was shocked and like that. And before you know it, he saw that everywhere was covered and then we had to give him solution because we have experienced that. So it's not good to do those things in isolation. It's very, very important that we should make sure that we keep doing research about it, we keep studying about it, we keep uh, joining teams to learn more and bring in other people. So young Africans can redefine agriculture from a low-tech sector to a data-driven, highly profitable industry. It is data-driven and highly profitable industry. Remember, there are some of the information or data we get online that are not really relevant to us because it's not helping our weather, it's not helping our situation. So we need to build our own data, and it's out of this data driven that we'll be able to make it and it will become very efficient in agri. So with this, I believe that especially being that young people are really interested in tech, I believe if opportunity comes, they'll be able to do well. That is this opportunity, and if they handle it well, they'll be able to make it. The opportunities are already there; they are really there. So it's just for them to make it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The opportunities are already there. Already there. Already there. So you had Ojebode. These are already there. It's to utilize them, look at how they can be implemented or create a system and be able to produce excellent productivity, increase revenue, increase yield, and get a very closer connection or close to the market. Very, very key. And I know a lot of uh, tech experts and AI experts on this call also have cultural entrepreneurs also on this call. There's also mention of something. You can't do it alone. You have to collaborate. So I want us to there'll be a time where we'll have questions, and I also want us to see how we can network where engineers in the AI field council work collaborate with entrepreneurs who work together, and so can start developing systems, models that can help us to bring effectiveness in our cultural sector in Africa. And now, before we go for a break, I'd like to ask this question. Now, this is now specifically to the AI professionals. What opportunities exist for AI professionals in agriculture?
So basically, like we have been talking, and you see, it goes back to data driven, opening doors for tech professionals. So, for instance, no matter what the app the tech people build, if we don't uh, get the data, it will not be useful. The data driven is the key thing. So, precision agriculture, you need AI, drones, IoT devices for monitoring crops, health, social quality, and irrigation needs. You need that, but data is very key. Then predictive analysis using weather data, market trends, social for forecasting yields and optimizing planting schedules. So those are the things that uh, AI helps us. Supply chain and market platforms, automation of robotics, whereby you have machines that can help in your planting, help in your harvesting, and processing. So you could imagine what your machine will do. Even if you get 50 people, they cannot do in a day. So you see how effective it is. Somebody will say, I have 22 hectares, I'm working. So if you don't use tractors, you don't use harvesters, you don't use planting machines, you can't make use of that. Those are part of tech uh, opportunity. So when we do this, there's opportunity for AI, there's opportunity for data, there's opportunity for tech professionals. You have so there's the need to collaborate with agronomists to translate real world farming problem into digital solutions. So we just have to transform that. I, it's always interesting when AI adverts are going on and say that uh, if you don't uh, if you don't join them now, you will regret why you wasted so much time. I always laugh, and I really knew that it happened to me. Before I started using AI a lot, I was reluctant. So when I started, the beauty and the lessons and opportunities there, they are so great that I laughed and I saw that really they are saying the right thing. So I believe that there are a lot of opportunities and we should not miss out. And it's all about we collecting our data for proper predictions. If not, all these things we are talking about, it will not work. And then making good use of tech professionals. So when we do that, those are the opportunities we have. But above all, data driven is the key thing. And that one, you don't need 1 naira to start. All you need is you can just start. At least for you to think about farming alone is enough for you to start with at least uh, data, collecting, keeping your records because it is data driven. And we can see it clearly shown in our today's world. Everything is about data. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please appreciate the Ojebode. It's been a powerful, transformative, insightful section. And I know I am speaking for everyone. Let me see your reactions. Quickly, we'll be going for a short break. Now, let's talk about um, what will be, what are the things that actually, the skills, talking about different skill sets, different um, role that data professionals, AI, and tech professionals come in, and she really gave personal experience about why she had a code fit initially before she eventually joined and got into the AI um, experience, and it's been a beautiful one thus far. Imagine you have that opportunity to join it, to get into have that leverage. Now we have what we say called the our training ecosystem, which is called the AI Builder Quest, and we have our Nova program. Our Nova program, it's a transformational journey, just like what the Ojebode said, from maybe having a code fit in AI or having no understanding to becoming not just an AI specialist, but also a tech specialist and also a leader net. So now, because what we discussed today is not just about knowledge, it's about opportunity. The AI Abundant ecosystem, which the Nova program, the AI Abundant Quest ecosystem, in which the Nova program is in, um, we are currently admitting or giving opportunity for students or for professionals, even agri-renewals, for startups, CEOs, individuals, students, to take this opportunity and join the overseas program. In FTLAfrica, we have built something powerful, and which I said earlier is called the AI Wonder Quest training ecosystem. Now, a ecosystem designed to take you from beginner to skilled, job ready, and globally competitive. Now, if you are in the agri field, or you are in the non-agri field, or you are a student, or you are somebody who wants to invest in this sector, with what the Ojebode said, using data to bring about transformative systems, the technology, to help bring about the needed solution when it comes to agriculture. Number six is just that opportunity for you. Learning, acquiring, being transformed into becoming a tech AI leader that has all the skills to drive innovation using real data that really affects us in farming, in agriculture, and in every sector. Now, the registration is open for number six, and it's commences in May and ends in June. My screen, you can see the link. I would like you, and the other news, let me see, I would say I would love you not to miss this opportunity and to share with others. Take this opportunity and share with others in your circle. You can visit our website, FTLAfrica.org, and you see the registration, or you go directly to the registration page, which is called bit.ly / AI hyphen rather, Nova 6. What you get in Nova, access to 11 AI and tech tracks, project-based training, real-world applications, mentorship from industry experts. I mean that quite a lot. From industry experts, hands-on experience building solutions that that transforms Africans, that help solve problems, pathways to global job readiness. So why this matters is that this very conversation like today become real. You don't just learn about AI in agriculture, you build solutions, AI, data automations, and more. So now note this, take a look at this. The training is free. What is required is a commitment fee to ensure you are serious, dedicated, and ready to complete the journey. And that is, you're not paying for anything, it's a commitment fee. And that commitment fee is to say, I'm ready and I'm good to go for this journey. Advocate and sponsorship opportunity, which is something we actually we're giving out to everyone. You are a CEO on this call, you're a great entrepreneur, and you want your team to come and learn and get acquired skills that help your business. So we want you to be part of this. I want to be part of FTLAfrica. I want to be part of the Nova program. And if you're an individual and you like what you see what we're doing at FTLAfrica, go to our website and see what we're doing. Want to become an FTLAfrica advocate, or become a sponsor, or become a collaborator with an organization that's here on this call. Want to refer others and grow your network as we collaborate to grow a bigger African ecosystem. And also, you can sponsor someone and transform a life. For organizations, we are open partnership, training, and talent sourcing. So on my screen, you can see everything about the programs and all the different tracks. And you can see the links. And also, I know right on the chat now, the links are also there. Take this opportunity and use it to transform your life. You can reach out later for more questions or more inquiries by sending a mail to Future Tech Leaders Africa at gmail.com. Future Tech Leaders Africa at gmail.com, and get response as soon as possible. So that's the opportunity. And something we want to do tonight, quickly before we move back to our conversation. We have something. Now, in FTLAfrica, we have some very finest minds when it comes to AI, when it comes to leadership. We have some of the very finest minds. And today, we have what we call the FTLAfrica recognition. It's these people, these persons, these individuals, we can refer them in so many adjectives, in so many ways. They are those who are empowering the gateway. They are those who are empowering and transforming lives to global opportunities. These individuals, they are very special to us. They are some of the leaders who are pouring their hearts, their mind, their intellect, their talent, their skills to empower the next generation of African leaders. Quickly, with a rounding ovation, please join me. Let me see the emojis. I would like to bring the first person, one of our mentors, very wonderful man, is no other than Mr. Sage. He's the AI machine lecturer. He's the mentor of the AI machine field. AI machine learning is a wonderful personality. So today we present on behalf of the FTLAfrica ecosystem, sponsors, collaborators, partners, team members, and myself, I'd like to present an outstanding mentor, leadership Excellence Award to Sergey Egwe. Very wonderful intellectual man, a man of undisputable excellence, knowledge, character, and beauty and fine leadership. Every mentee has a limited transfer. So please let me see your appreciations. Let me see your emojis. I can't. Do I see them coming? Yes, yes. Let them keep coming. Appreciate him. Please appreciate him. I appreciate him. Appreciate him. Do we have Mr. Sagi on the call? I'd like to say one or two words. And he's a man with few words. And if you'd like to say something, okay. Okay. I think we'll bring him back if he comes up. Okay. So he's a man with very, very few words. So let's appreciate him once again. So the next person I would like to bring up, it's no other. Can I get the drum roll? But our own Dr. Gabriel Akiremi is the AI projects management lecturer, mentor, wonderful personality. We today, on behalf of the entire FTLAfrica ecosystem, team members, partners, sponsors, collaborators, on this day of the Fireside 9, we'd like to present to you the Outstanding Mentor Leadership Excellence Award to Dr. Gabriel Akiremi for his wonderful works, for his impact, class of class. One thing I would like to say is this: they don't just act as lecturers, they also double into a lot of things we do in FTLAfrica. FTLAfrica is a very robust ecosystem, and we're doing quite a lot. And this person is actively being in everything we do. And one of the beautiful things is this: that every time they're everywhere, they are in every of our events, learning, acquire new knowledge, acquire new skills to pass down to people, because that is how they become transformative leaders. So please, once again, let me see your emojis as you appreciate Dr. Gabriel Akiremi. Let me see your emojis, and I don't know if Dr. Gabriel would like to say one or two words. But Itu is also a very he doesn't like to say much too. Also, Dr. Gabriel. Okay, I don't think you like to say much too. Also, okay, I think we'll move to the last person, then we'll go back to our conversation. Quick, thank you so much for that appreciation for the Gabriel. Then the last person, I knew you didn't see this coming, and our own a date or two, is a creative lead. Today, we want to appreciate him for his beautiful work, for his impact, for his beautiful leadership he has acquired over time, and has shown how excellent he is in and out. Today, he presents the Outstanding Team Leadership Excellence Award to Adedo the FTLAfrica's creative lead, was excellent contribution to humanity, to pushing FTLAfrica, to giving hope, to empowering, mentoring, helping, encouraging participants, students from across Africa. Because FTLAfrica we have different tentacles across Africa, and they have to work with the other team members to make sure and there's a quite good rapport and transparency and coordination. He has been very wonderful and very, very beautiful in making sure that Africa continues to push and empower others. Please appreciate him for me. I don't know if he wants to say something also. Do you let me like say something?
Thank you so much, FTLAfrica, and I'm so blessed to be among this family, Future Tech Leaders Africa, and honestly, I'm not expecting this, but I'm so blessed to be the part of the family, FTLAfrica, and one thing I will say is that God will continue to bless FTLAfrica. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We love you, and to all our awardees, We love you, and this is just in a small way say we see what you're doing, we see you, and this can just be the starting point of greater things we do together and do for humanity, helping Africans. And one thing I'd like to say is this: in Africa, everything we do is empowering lives, giving hope, we bring about transformation. We do it out of enormous sacrifice, going out of the time, going out of our way, late nights, sleepless nights, thinking of how we could help Africans, how we give them opportunities, how we prepare them. This just for every of the lecturers, for every of the team members, this is what we do every day in Africa. And bringing this conversation, the Fireside leadership event, this is what we do in Africa. And we are open to collaborations and to partnerships and to sponsorship, because we will have indigent people, students who actually want to take the programs in Africa. You might be so shocked that even the commitment fee, which is not even for the training, because let me please say this before we proceed to our Q&A, because I know there's no direct questions, is that the commitment fee for some persons is an hardship, and those who are indigent cannot afford it. And that's why we need people, individuals, organizations to come in and empower Africans. We want to give this opportunity to Africans. We want to make sure Africa can be self-sustaining. We have food security with technology, with artificial intelligence, with knowledge. We can be able to achieve this. Partnership, collaborations between farmers, between tech experts, between training of staffs, companies, digital teams. FTLAfrica has everything, because why? The future starts now, and that's one thing we believe in. We believe in the future is already here. The future is already here, and or except we are prepared for it, except we are ready for it, and except we are ready to acquire the skills, the knowledge to help us achieve and make the future great for Africa. We will not achieve that, and that's why FTLAfrica has started this marathon. We call it a marathon, we don't call it a sprint. So thank you very much for celebrating our leaders. We appreciate you for celebrating them. And still on the conversation, I want to say thanks to Dr. Member Ojebode for being part of us in this conversation till this time. Now we have our Q&A. I know a lot of you have so many questions, and you were like, oh, I want to ask this, I want to ask that. Now is the time. Now is the time to pull your questions out and let's get to know more about what we need to discuss about. So please, if you have questions, please send them in. I would like to have them. Okay. Okay, let me see your questions. Oh, it's good to have you. Oh yeah, okay. Idris Baratu. Please forgive me. Idris Barra. Please forgive me. If I can pronounce that. Maybe say Idris, Mr. Idris, CEO, okay, of Gambash African Farms. Gambash African Farms Limited. It's good to have you, sir. It's good to have you, sir. Welcome. Yes, recognize a few people. So we have on this call CEOs. Okay, I think that's all I saw. Okay, I think that's all I saw. It's good to have you, Mr. Idris, CEO of Gambasha African Farms Limited. So please, okay, we'll do it this way. We'll take two calls, two live questions, and please, the others, please kindly drop your questions so we can be time and ready. So the first line list is Ebuka. Ebuka, it's good to have you. Quickly, please, what's your question?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Presenter, and good evening, my fellow audience. Can you hear me clear?
Yes, loud and clear. You can go ahead, please.
Okay, yeah. The last speaker, she emphasized more on how to integrate tech and AI into farming, using the case study of fish farming and how helpful it has been for her. Honestly, throughout our conversation, I've gotten to pick up a lot of things. And I myself being in the tech side of things and bringing in solution in forms of software to enable SMEs like this to scale up. It's not really to scale up that big, but at least it could help in their day-to-day activities. I would like to know the pain points and where she like how she's seen the issues from foreign softwares compared to local softwares. That's one. And then secondly is how does she manage it with the infrastructure like the lights, the electricity, and the roads and other advisory mechanism in which she's using AI to help get an insight to run her farm.
Dr. Ojebode. Did you get the
Okay.
question?
Yes. Thank you very much, Ibuka, for that wonderful question. Like I said, when you look at the software built, those customized software that I said, the softwares are not built for us. So you see some things that are unnecessary, they are not important for us. Then you see the ones that are important for us, they are not part of it. I gave you an example of monitoring a system. For instance, trying to, let's say, electricity will not be an issue in some of those things. So if I'm building a software or it is built locally, you will see that those things are part of it. You make sure that, okay, the quantity of diesel, when to put it on, when to put it off, because you have to be doing it exact when you need to pump water, or you need to maybe when the temperature is high to cool down the system, things like that. So if I got you right, that's the difference, the beauty about building locally. The person building this system locally would have done a survey with this system, looked at it and built it to fit exactly what they want, because they have a goal, they have a mission, they have objectives. So when you are building a system, it has to work along with your goal, your mission, and objectives. For instance, if you look at the softwares First Bank use, GT use, Web, different banks, they have different systems. Why? Because they have a target, they have a goal, and they know what they are looking out for. So if we build same, it is with our own systems. If we build for a particular farm, it's better than when you build it generally and then you want to adapt it to your own system. It doesn't work well. I don't know whether I answered your question.
Yeah, you answered my question on how the foreign software um is not is suitable, but to some extent is bringing in options that are not really needed. Then my second question, which I included, was how you've been able to cope with the like infrastructure breakdown, like the electricity and more of it.
Oh, okay, yes, thank you. So you talked about transportation too. So what we did is we have a bike too, motorcycle too, so that if, for instance, going to the farm, we are not carrying load, then instead of carrying the truck or something, you use the bike. That's a way of trying to reduce resources. Then initially, like I was talking of teamwork, there are times that we still want people around, so we make sure that we communicate our neighbors to know that, okay, they too, they will be in the farm and they will not be in the farm, things like that, to help solve the system of security, having people around the place and so on. Then the aspect of the AI, the other things is like electricity is a big issue. For instance, now they feed me. What we did is it's very close to the house, so we make sure that, okay, we are forced to sometimes in the night when the electricity comes, because the machines are too heavy. So sometimes to use diesel customers are not able to pay. So you have to manage and make the work flexible in such a way that the workers know that, okay, this work is flexible. Maybe we have waited for light throughout. It's in the night that they brought the light. So those are some ways of trying to navigate some of these challenges around uh, around these things. And then like the AI now, the some of the like the weather forecast and all that, our own documentation and then checking online, since we will not be able to for now install anything at Ijai because we don't have, there's no house or accommodation nearby. Even things like planting coconut and fruits trees, sometimes they go to remove them. So those are the challenges, but trying to go online to check how the environment is, what is happening, we try to do that, going online to check those things, but we don't have some of them specifically for the farm. So that knowledge, like attending this kind of seminars, being with like minds and doing some of these things are ways we try to navigate around these issues and challenges. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ebuka, do you get your question answered? Or we still have more?
Definitely, I got it. It was very comprehensive. Thank you very much, ma.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. So we saw Wise. I don't know if we do Wise Tech or something like that. We saw him raise up his hands earlier. Are you still there? Okay. Okay. Any more questions, please? If we have any more questions, okay. All right. So it means we all understood. We all got so much insight, and I think maybe the Wise question is already answered already. Okay, Ibuka, do you have a question?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, to you, like, if I can recall, you were trying to drop contact of, you see, a boot camp for those who are interested in AI and
Yes.
machine learning. I didn't follow. I don't know if you can like
Yeah.
send it through.
Okay. Now it's on the chat. The link's on the chat. So quickly.
Okay,
So let me
it's
take it back
open to
step.
both students, right?
Yes. So this is, look at it. Look on my screen. University's registration and become a future tech leader. So it's open to students. It's open to young professionals. It's open to CEOs. It's open to everyone. Now, if you look at by my, I don't know, to your left or your right, you see the flyer there. That is the 11 tracks we have. And interestingly, I didn't say this. This costs the cost ranges from $800 to $1,200, and that I would say it is free. You're not paying for the training. What you're only doing is just making a commitment, and that commitment is not a training fee, neither a tuition whatsoever. It's just to say, just like by the word commitment, saying I am prepared, I'm ready, and I'm giving the next 8 weeks of my time to be transformed to become an AI tech leader. So that's the objective. So it's starting in May, and it's going to span May to June. So, and if there are any more questions?
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I appreciate. I've gotten a copy. If there's a community,
Awesome.
also do let me know.
You can, or what you can do also is this. Can you see on the screen, you can see our website, right? You can see our website, ftafrica.org, www.ftafrica.org. Yeah. So you can click on it, just click on the link or any of this, and you get more information. But still, if you still need more information, you can reach us at futuretechleadersafrica@gmail.com. So you can start registration now, and get yourself ready for the transformational journey. So, so that brings us towards we're about rounding up now, and I'd like to say this before I have one or two closing questions from Doctor. When AI meets agriculture, note this: farmers become decision makers, data becomes power, food system becomes resilient, and Africa becomes scalable. And that is where technology, AI comes into agriculture. We should take this section, go to our YouTube channel, and you see this section within the next 3-4 days. And if you register with your email, you get notification to go online and watch this section. Go through it again, take out your notes, and also you can, if you have to ask more questions, you can reach out to Dr. Member Ojebode via LinkedIn. Just type that name. And I also know the team will also be dropping a LinkedIn also on the chat box. You know, reach out to her. Every young African, there's so much opportunity in agriculture. Now, no, the young Africans today are more interested in tech. But do you know that the opportunities in agriculture using tech or becoming collaborators or partners with agri-techs or agri-entrepreneurs is so enormous, that is so green, that is yet untapped. Imagine you provide a solution that you can create on subscription for maybe 100 or 1,000 farmers to be, you're helping them to help maybe just like QuickBook, like myself, and bring it in a way that they can easily understand using our African context. Imagine you providing a solution can help them bring it down to on the field, on the implementation, just like the Ojebode talking about temperature, talking about water, talking about the pH, talking about just so much the climate and everything. These are a lot of products on built. So the agricultural system or sector of Africa is not to be left to a few. It's meant every one of us, the young and the old. And that's where we want to start making a wrap on this conversation. And as we do so, we would like to call on our esteemed guest tonight. Please, Doctor, would like to give us just a closing word for the young ones today. What's your take? What do you believe? In just a few words for them when it comes to agriculture using technology.
Yeah, thank you very much. So mindset is very important. Mindset drives success. So you need to come with a very curiosity and continuous learning to about learning from farmers and then tech peers and global agri-tech, which we are talking about the tech here. That's why we have that training. Empathy and problem solving. You have to come with that. What problem are we solving? You see, it's very interesting making money when you are solving a problem. Successful solutions are built around real farmer problems and not just technology possibilities. So we are coming with that tech in mind, but you need to work with farmers for you to get it right. Be resilient and patient. We talked about that. Then adaptability. You just have to adapt to the situation, to pivot ideas based on uh, field realities and feedback. Then collaboration, combining expertise around tech, agriculture, business, accelerators impact. So there's that collaboration is very, very crucial. Then it's always important to know that you start small, then think big, and solve a specific local problem first. Try to solve one problem first, scale once it works. So you can engage with the community, talk to farmers, cooperatives, stakeholders, ensure that the solution is relevant, blend skills, This is what we are talking about, the training, the advertising here. Tech skills alone aren't enough. You combine this agriculture knowledge. So you can't just build a software or a tool for a farmer without understanding the farming. You need to combine. You need to understand, have that knowledge about it, then leverage on the existing platforms. Join incubators, online courses, money, mentor programs, and so on. Then stay purpose driven. So I believe with all this, uh, Africa has the potential to lead a sustainable agri-tech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Please, would say, let's the rousing, clapping, emoji ovation. Let's appreciate Dr. Member Ojebode. If today inspired you, don't stop here. Take action, learn AI, build solutions, enter the ecosystem, join the Nova 6 program. On your chat, you can find the links. Also, you can check our website at FTLAfrica.org. On behalf of FTLAfrica and our guest, Dr. Member Ojebode, don't forget, the opportunities are enormous. Agriculture is one of the most vibrant, greenest sector that's not being utilized. And if you are a CEO, you a leader in the agriculture sector and the tech sector in this conversation, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you for joining us. And do make sure you go through the video and so to learn more and to get to listen to again, learn a new insights. And also note that Fireside 10 is coming, and we also love to have you on the conversation as we build a formidable Africa with enormous insight to help us grow. Thank you for joining us tonight. Look forward to seeing you. Please take number 6. It's a very big opportunity, and make sure it gives you impact. And don't let it stop there. Share it to your loved ones, to your friends, even parents here on this section. Share it to your children. Empower them now so that tomorrow will be secure for them. Good evening and good night. Let's build Africa's future powered by AI. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, Dr. Ojebode. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity. Thanks, everyone. I'm grateful.
Bye, everyone. See you in Fireside 10.
From the roots of Africa's voice, we rise with power, purpose, and choice. In every code, in every dream, the future is ours, the vision supreme. Until Africa, till we lost the land, building bridges hard to have. Through the fires of thought we saw, together we lead forevermore. This is the Africa Global Hour, where knowledge meets culture, and Africa's future takes shape together. FTLAfrica, the future is ours. FTLAfrica.